many of you kids here, your parents dragged you out? Okay, well, it's good. They love you, and that's why you're here for this McDonald's Education Fair, World Journal Education Fair 2010. I'm really honored to be here. How are you guys feeling this morning? Good? Are you guys excited for a whole weekend of education news and information and all that? Yes? I can't hear you guys. Come on. Wake up. Okay, great. I'm really honored to be the first speaker in the whole series. You've got a great lineup of guests and people to give you some really inspiring information and tips to help create success in your life and to help you achieve your college education dreams. We're really, really, really grateful to McDonald's to making this possible for all of us, because we know that they're investing in the future leaders of tomorrow. And guess what? Those leaders are in this room right now. It's within our Asian Pacific American community. So I'm really, really, really honored and proud to be here to serve you. So right now, there's probably a handout being passed around, and it's a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm going to be talking about the top 10 virtues of helping you access the champion within. Top 10 virtues of being a champion. And, you know, a little bit about myself. I don't know if the speaker before me said a little bit about who I am, but I'm a motivational speaker and a certified hypnotherapist and life coach. I host a radio show on KCAA 1050 AM NBC News Radio. It's called Positive Changes with Panny Way. And I've been doing this work for about 10 years now, empowering our community and teaching our youth and teaching, our corporations and nonprofits and, our leaders, our professionals who are going to really go out there and represent our community really well. So it's an honor to be here. But before I jumped into this, when I was a kid, I was a competitive figure skater. And a lot of the things that I learned in the world of sports, I apply to my daily life now as an adult and professionally, because you can learn a lot in the world of sports with regards to some of the qualities that are needed to be a success in this world. I am now, from there to here now, named one of 2010's Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business by the Asian Business Development Center, and an honoree for Arts and Literature at the 2010 Asian Heritage Awards. So my career has traveled from being a little seed into where I am now, and I'm doing what I love. And so that's sort of what I want to share with you, that message of finding your passion and purpose, developing some type of plan, and then executing it. So now, you being in high school right now, or the parents here in the room, be thinking about what you envision for yourself in the future. And for me, it was always about creating a game plan. When I was in junior high or even in elementary school, I had dreams of what I was going to become in the future. And when you are thinking about what college you want to get into, it's the same thing. Colleges are looking for those individuals who have a passion for a particular topic or something in their lives. They want to invest and get those students into their college who might be a future leader in a particular industry. It could be the future president of the United States. So there are certain things that colleges are looking for. And, fortunately or unfortunately, that also means that during the college experience, you're going to want to have to pad your resume. How many people know what I'm talking about? Padding your resume. No, nobody knows. They want you to show depth and breadth, meaning that it's finding something that you are really passionate about and that you have, a passion for the community. You're doing community service. You're doing all these, different things to show that you have good leadership skills and abilities. And so I'm going to share with you my top 10 virtues of being a champion. Those are some of the qualities that I learned and gained as a child, being a competitive professional figure skater. In my youth, I represented Taiwan in figure skating, and then also the United States. So these are my top 10 virtues. How many people, everyone has a handout now? If you don't, that's okay. It's still being passed around. And I have, my information on there. I'll give you, if you need to get in contact with me later, you can get my postcards or business cards after the session. And then I will be at the McDonald's booth to answer any of your individual questions too. So if you don't have the handout, it's okay. I'm going to be sharing it with you right now. So the top 10 virtues of being a champion. So it can help you access the champion within. And the reason why I want to share this with you also is because how many people are feeling stressed out about getting into college or college applications? Just one person? Oh, so it's so easy, isn't it? It's really easy. No. It's a little harder to get into college now these days, especially UCs, than when I was in school and applying. But I want to inspire you guys to kind of, during this challenging time, to keep motivated and stay focused and stay positive about your future. So the first thing on the list here, the first virtue, a champion is someone who has a goal in life and sticks with it. They're really goal-oriented. And so I brought up sports because sports is a really good vehicle to teach you to reach for things, to reach for goals, to set your focus on a particular outcome and then make it happen step by step. So I'm going to use figure skating as an example because that's where I was. And I also played college tennis. And each competition for figure skating, we wanted to win the gold medal. And my long-term goal was to go into world competition, which I ended up achieving. So each competition, say for instance, I wanted to go into world competition. That means before I get into there, I have to qualify, and I have to pass all these tests. And I have to win, top 3, gold, silver, or bronze in each competition. So how did I do that? I broke down my goal into baby steps. Each day when I'm going on the ice, I have to practice my spins and jumps, routines, my edges, my composition, choreography, my artistic endeavors. You break it down, you put it all together in one routine, and then when the competition comes, you get out there and you make it happen. And it's the same thing with your college education goals. Say for instance, you're doing some self-reflection and you're thinking about what school do you want to go into. Say for instance, you love international relations. You just want to go into some form of maybe politics or law, or you just love relating to people, and you hear about Tufts University. That's the school I went to. Tufts University has a great international relations program. It's the top in the country, the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. So you are trying to get into that school. So how are you going to get into that school? You're going to create a goal. You have to create some type of vision for yourself. And then step by step, make it happen and get there, from here to there. The second virtue is a champion is someone who has a vision. So a vision, I hope to inspire you not only just to have a vision for yourself, as you see yourself in your family, but where do you see yourself in the community? And how do you see yourself within the world at large? And so my parents always kind of taught that to me because in my family history, I have a lot of politicians in my family history. I'm related to, how many people have heard of General Tso's chicken? General Tso's chicken? Nobody's tried General Tso's chicken? Just kidding. Or Zuozong Tang in Chinese history. In Zuozong Tang, yeah. So I'm his great-grandniece. And throughout our family history, and my grandfather on my mother's side was a senator in Taiwan. They always taught us the value of, serving the community, giving back to the community. Not only just achieving success within your own family dynamic, but where do you see yourself beyond? In the community, and how do you serve the community? And then beyond that, how do you see yourself within the world? And so people, the most successful people in life, and I've interviewed very many successful people on my radio show, they always have had a vision for themselves. That's the single most important thing. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? So it's having that vision. And it can be like, who you want to be when you grow up. Or it could be, what kind of business you want to start, for the parents in the room. Or where do you see your children in the future? And create that vision for yourself 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And pretty soon, if you write it down on paper, I guarantee that it will come true. Because your mind is so powerful. And they've done studies at Princeton about the power of your mind, that whatever seed you plant in your brain, because the brain is the center of all activity. It is connected to your nervous system, what else? Every system, your emotional system, everything is connected to the brain.